Hello, hey y'all. Welcome back to my channel. It's BetheBeat. If you didn't already know it, welcome back. We're just about to take this look from crusty and unimportant over to the glam side. It's fall time and I'm feeling real warm toned, so yeah, keep on watching. So first, I'm just gonna spritz my face with a little Mario Badescu spray. This spray just kind of refreshes the skin, gets it moist and ready for product. Because I'm going in with some really matte foundation. It's the Super Double Wear Estee Lauder foundation. I'm mixing the two shades, Rich Caramel and Sandalwood. I'm using Rich Caramel in my highlighted areas and Sandalwood as my contour shade. I'm just going to blend those two foundations out to make my perfect color, or my highlight and contour, whatever you want to call it. This foundation is like war paint. It's super full coverage. This is probably one of my favorite foundations in the world. I just wish they would expand the color options, because it's kind of hard for me to wear this in the depths of the summer because it's a little light, but the foundation is absolutely flawless on the skin. You see that coverage? Oh my god. But so I'm just gonna go in with some Makeup Revolution Rose Gold highlighter drops. I'm going to use that in my highlighted areas. I use a little bit too much, but whatever, it's going to balance out in the end. I'm going to mix this into my highlighted areas and my concealer just to get some glow, because that foundation is super matte. I'm using Morphe and Huda Beauty concealers today to blend together to get my perfect highlight shade, because my Huda Beauty concealer is a little bit dark and peachy, and this Morphe concealer is way too light for me, so I just mix them together. Now for brows, I'm using Dip Brow Pomade by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm just going to sweep that. Ain't that what they say? I'm gonna just sweep that through my brow. Sleepy sweet, sweet. And I'm just gonna clean my brows up with the Tarte concealer. This is my favorite concealer to use for my brows, because the applicator just does everything I need it to do to clean up my brow. So I don't conceal the top of my brows. I don't carve them at the top. I just highlight my forehead and then just kind of blend it outward so it cleans it up nicely. But I don't carve them out typically for myself. Moving along to my contour, I'm going to use a black opal foundation stick. These foundation sticks are the truth. I like them to use for foundation, concealers, highlighters, contours. I like to use it for everything, yeah. So I'm using the shade Black Walnut to contour my cheeks, nose, forehead, all of that, all of that. And of course, the name of the game is to blend in. I'm just blending out this black opal foundation stick so you don't just see that contour stamped on my face. You want to blend as much as possible. Blend till you can't blend no more. I'd rather you over blend than under blend, okay? So now that I'm all blended to perfection, I'm just going over it with my foundation brush to make sure everything meshes together. And now I'm going to set everything with my Walnut TSHIRT Lucid Setting Powder. I see recently that a lot of people have stopped baking, but not me, okay? I still bake, especially when I'm doing eyeshadow. If I'm not doing an eyeshadow look, then I just kind of set my under eye powder, but if I'm doing a heavy shadow look, then I have to bake so I don't make a mess, because I get pretty clumsy with my eyeshadow. Now, speaking of eyeshadows, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills shadows that I customized this palette. I believe this is the shade called Love Spell. I'm just going to take that in my crease and just pack it on, make it as deep as I can. It's like a pretty magenta shade, but I want to make this look very blown out, so I'm packing in the color, then I'm going to diffuse the color. Once I get this shade packed on as best I can, I'm going to take a clean eyeshadow brush and just blow it out. That's how I'm going to get the really faded out effect before I add the next color from the Juvia's Place palette. Oh Lord, I almost dropped this palette and woke my baby up. Anyway, I'm going to go into this Juvia's Place palette, into the dark burgundy-ish rust shade. I'm going to blend that into my crease on top of the magenta shade, just to deepen everything up, make this real fall time-esque. The object is to get my crease as dark as possible, and then blow it out. Now I'm just going to continue to go back and forth between the two shades I used and just pack Peck, 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 peck on the color. Once you've packed your shades on the way you want them and get the blend right, you just want to take a clean brush again and just diffuse all that color on the top just to blow it all the way out. I'm just going back and forth between all these steps to get the desired look. This is seasoned to taste, as they say. I'm going to go in with the shade called Calabar out of the Juvia's Place palette to go on my lid and blend into the other shades of my crease. It's like a pretty rusty orange color with some shimmer reflex in it. This shade is best applied with your finger, especially if you're going to use it like on your lid or something like that. If you can just pop it on with your finger, you're going to get the better payoff as far as the shimmer goes. Then I'm going to go in with the two purple shimmer shades and mix those two in my lower lash line. I just wanted to give it a different feel on the bottom than I did on my lid, just to make it pop out a little bit. Then to smudge out those two shades, I'm going to go back in with the love, I think it's called Love Letter or Love Spell, something like that. Something about to do with love, child. I'm going to smudge that on the bottom of the purple shades just to smoke it out and blend it together. This is the matte liquid eyeliner by NYX. It's just in the shade black. This is like a really good eyeliner. I think I got it free from an Ulta gift or something like that. But anyway, I'm just going to give myself a little wing real quick. And I actually messed this wing up pretty bad. I got to clean up with concealer a little later, but don't mind me. Do your wing as you please. Yeah, if you mess up your wing eyeliner, just take a little concealer and clean it up. That's a neat little trick. Now that the eyes are finished, I'm just going to kind of tint to my face a little bit. I'm going to dust away some of the powder and then bake under my contour because we want to snatch these cheekbones, get them real popping and tight. Now that I'm all baked and cooked and all of that, I'm going to use the medium deep translucent powder by Laura Mercier to dust away the original translucent one, just to bring some color back into my skin. I'm going to go into this Coastal Scents Blush 2 palette into the light brown natural shade. I just want to add a little color to my cheeks. I don't want anything like pink or anything. And y'all hear my son in the background. He wants to talk. He wants to do a voiceover. So now that I'm done for the most part, I'm going to go back into my Mario Badescu spray and just refresh my skin again before I add my highlighter. Yeah, talk about it. So I'm going to go into my Cheeky Bronze highlighter by MAC. It's a mineralized skin finish. I'm just going to highlight with that once this Mario Badescu spray dries a little bit, just so it can settle into my skin really well and blend on in. I'm also going to use Golden Bronze highlighter. It's a loose highlighter by MAC. They recently released, well, I mean, it's been some time now, but it's newer than the mineralized skin finish. I'm going to put that on top of Cheeky Bronze. Y'all know I like to use like 7 highlighters because I like to glow. But I only used 2 today, I did good. But I'm going to use Fenty Gloss Bomb, the original shade. That's all I'm going to do on my lips because that's my favorite thing to do on my lips ever. It's simple, it's pretty, and it feels nice. It's a luxurious lip gloss, and I like luxury. Put on like 17 layers. So you can put on like 17 layers if you like. I'm going to put on probably 300 layers. This is my favorite lip gloss. Don't judge me. Anywho, I'm going to finish off my makeup with the Morphe setting spray. This spray is pretty good from what I hear. I'm pretty new to it, so I'm still testing it out. But anyway, this is the completed look. I thank you all so much for watching, and I apologize for this voiceover. I sound really stuffed up under the weather, but I look good, okay? But I thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Say bye, Ryder. Beats and love.